Foxmeyer Case Study by Matthew, Jeffrey, Christian, Mitchell, and Henry. Foxmeyer is a drug pharmaceutical company. In 1993, they were worth over $5 billion and was the fourth largest distributor of pharmaceuticals in the United States based on market share. They were primarily a healthcare service field. Some of the services that they did consisted of distributing pharmaceuticals, beauty products, and health products to numerous retailers and dispensers, and providing services based on information to healthcare facilities.
According to the textbook, information systems are defined as being socio-technical systems that process, store, and distribute information. An information system doesn't necessarily have to include a modern technological aspect to it, like a computer-based system, but the technology component of an information system is whatever the technology at the time allows for to process information, whether that be books and ledgers or software. The technology component of IS for Foxmeyer was SAP R3, an ERP software system. The software system helps companies manage business processes. The idea to implement this software was known as Project Delta 3 by Foxmeyer. The plan was to smooth business operations and the supply chain for an overall higher efficiency, which seemed like a good idea but ended up being a failure. The bankruptcy of the company was due to a variety of reasons, mainly involving management, but heavily investing and implementing a software not fit for the company played a large factor as well. This was a poor choice of software for Foxmeyer that didn't fit the type of business they were doing and the magnitude of transactions the company had daily. They totaled 500,000 orders every day and were only able to process 10,000 with SAP R3 versus the old system that could do 420,000 orders daily. Implementing the software was undoubtedly ambitious, but a different software should have been used to better suit the needs of Foxmeyer.
The people component of information systems is defined in the textbook as the whole spectrum of individuals or groups who are directly involved in the information system. This includes IT professionals all the way to end users. Every one of these individuals involved in the information system plays a critical role in determining what they are able to do and what they will elect to do as part of the information system. Individuals' own skills, attitudes, preconceptions, and personal agendas are all aspects of determining the design and implementation of a new IS, or when troubleshooting and fixing and operating IS that isn't performing as expected. The people component in this case involved the management of Foxmeyer and customers themselves who are not given full disclosure on the risks and compensated with discounts or other incentives for early adoption. The root problem begins with the fact that Foxmeyer themselves were oblivious to the amount of risk they were taking. Their scope and expectations were overestimated and never fully evaluated, which leads to bad implementation and ultimately failure. When something as major as implementation of an IS system isn't researched extensively, it leads to unexpected failure. Moreover, employees weren't all on the same page. Majority of the senior management were highly committed to the starting phase, while other employees weren't on board and wanted to do their own thing. Once again, this is a problem with the people aspect of the IS system because not all workers and management were consistent with their goals and scope of the operation. Lastly, there wasn't enough skilled workers with the right background to be doing the job the correct way. When you add inexperience in a certain field along with poor planning, commitment, and morale, you get failure, and that's what happened to Foxmeyer. The people component of IS in this case was the major reason for failure. Management did a poor job of communication to employees, customers, and themselves, and what the company would actually be able to accomplish.
The textbook defines the structure component of an IS as being the organizational design, reporting configuration, and organizational relationships within an information system. In the Foxmeyer case, during the implementation of the information system, something is wrong with the structure component. When the company began the implementation process, they went about implementing the information system from a top-down approach. Since Foxmeyer began implementation and planning from top management, there was a communication gap in the company. Only a few end users participated in the analysis and design process, which was a huge flaw in the structure of Foxmeyer during implementation. Foxmeyer would have had more end user involvement during the planning and implementation. They might have noticed functionality issues prior to launch.
The process of an information system is defined as a series of steps necessary to complete a business activity. The process component of this particular case is a series of steps of how the SAP R3 technology was implemented. Foxmeyer relied heavily on Anderson Consulting to implement the system, as they did not have personnel with the necessary skills within their corporation. Anderson Consulting implemented the SAP R3 system and integrated the ERP with an automated warehouse system from Pinnacle. At the peak of the project, Foxmeyer had 50 consultants, but many of them were inexperienced and turnover was high. Because of this, Foxmeyer took the next step in the process and signed a contract with UHC, believing that a large order and many transactions with one company would help with finding stability in their system. This is the part where the process component went wrong. Foxmeyer's employees lacked the necessary skills to implement the SAP R3. Once they took the next step in the process, chaos ensued, and as they could not fulfill all the orders that they got from UHC. The process failed when Foxmeyer believed that signing a large contract would help their issues with high turnover. The failure of the process component was a large part of why the Delta 3 project failed.
The ERP ordering system used could only process 10,000 orders per night. Foxmeyer needed a software that could process a much higher number of orders due to the size of their company and the number of clients. So the solution to this problem would be to use a different ERP system that's capable of processing a much higher number of orders than the original system chosen. The Foxmeyer employees lacked skills to help the company complete a successful and efficient implementation of the new technology. The solution to this would be to hire more employees that have a technology background and have experience with the implementation of new technology, and create a training program that gets the current employees well versed with the new technology. The last problem we'll discuss was that with upper management, which had an unrealistic implementation time of 18 months for the ERP system. The solution to this would be to change the expected implementation time of the ERP system to 24 months. This would allow for each step of the process to have plenty of time to be completed thoroughly.